Recently, we took a look at the 400 kilowatt HSV Clubsport, and some viewers suggested, well, we should spend more time looking at green cars. So we have, and this one's got 430 kilowatts. Say hello to the 2016 HSV GTS. So what's new on the Gen-F2 GTS? Well, not much. The front bar has been revised and, like the Clubsport, the new lower lip integrates into side skirts that extend to the updated rear diffuser, which still houses the quad-tip bimodal exhaust. There are new 20-inch forged wheel designs, new bonnet vents and a new colour option. But that's pretty much it. It's still tough though. The 6.2 litre supercharged LSA is carried over, as are the 6-piston AP racing brakes and 2-piece drilled rotors. There's HSV's torque vectoring system, 3-stage magnetic ride control, and let's not forget the Superflow spoiler out the back. But let's be honest, spending the best part of $100,000 on a 6.2 litre, 430 kilowatt, 740 Newton metre supercharged Commodore isn't exactly what most people would call a sensible decision. Now sure, it's big and comfy and generally a lot of car for the money, but its little brother, the HSV Clubsport, or even the car on which it's based, the SS Commodore, makes a better power to dollar argument. But that's not really what the GTS is about. The GTS, well, makes a statement, not just to others, but to yourself. A little reminder that although life might be full of rules and responsibilities, there's plenty of opportunity to be sensible, so there should always be time for this. And did I mention, this one's manual. 430 kilowatts, that's a lot, whichever way you cut it. In fact, it's exactly twice the amount as the iconic HSV VNSS Group A Commodore, which in its time was a homologated race car. In fact, you could strap 4.5 petrol Golfs together and not even achieve the same output as the GTS. You'd spend more too. HSV claim a standing quarter in the low 12s, and I can tell you, out here on the road, it feels bloody quick. It just keeps gathering speed. Forget first gear, that's gone before you've even got traction. Second gear just keeps building. Third, well, we're into triple digits. 4, 5, 6, go to jail, go directly to jail. Now, straight line hustle, particularly given all the power up front, is a bit of a given. But where the big HSV really impresses is through the bends. Come into some corners, heavy on the big brakes, back it down a gear, you'll start to feel the back end get light, but thanks to the torque vectoring, it brings you back around and you can get back on the gas outside of the corner. Your reward is that fabulous noise. Now the GTS has an active exhaust system that when the car is in one of its performance modes, selected with the driver preference style here, it engages a bypass valve that allows the LSA to vent itself a little more easily. There's no magic on-off button though, you have to work for it. Get the right combination of speed, throttle input and exhaust pressure and a mechanical valve opens, releasing any excess exhaust in preparation for the clearer passage. It's a jumble of clunks, whirs and whooshes, but so satisfying. Now the ride of the GTS is actually pretty good, even over these pretty ordinary B roads. You've got 3 settings on the magnetic ride control system: Tour, Sport and the firmest, Track. And even jumping around here, you can see that it's actually designed for Australian conditions. In fact, going for a back road blast, the only thing you really need to worry about is the location of your nearest fuel station. Yikes. But when you're done having your fun, you pop the GTS back to Tour and, well, it just settles down and becomes a big, comfortable, docile, friendly car. Very easy to live with and, well, in most people's eyes, becomes just a flashy, thirsty Commodore. Well, the cabin's great. The seats are excellent, there's plenty of equipment, there's loads of room, but it's still a Commodore underneath, and some of these touches, I don't know, you can take the car out of Clayton, but take the EDI app on the MyLink touchscreen, for example. Now this has got some pretty cool data, even knows by GPS when you've gone to a racetrack. But the graphics look like they've been lifted from a 1990s Daytona machine. I almost want to pop a slot in. Well, it's raining, I'm cold, and I'm standing under a tree, but I've still got a really big smile on my face. Let's face it, an HSV, it's not for everyone, especially a bright green 430 kilowatt one. It's 3-chord pub rock in a world dominated by T-Swizzle and Beebs. Big, fat, old school Aussie muscle, even as modern and clever as it is. And here's the thing, no matter what you drive or what you think of Australian car culture, I challenge anyone to drive this thing and not come away smiling. Now we're going to be lamenting the loss of the big Aussie V8s soon enough, but for now, while you still can, why not live a little? So fire up some AC/DC, clear the schedule, and grab the fuel card. Because it might not be the best thing out there, but for the money, the HSV GTS, it's still a whole lot of rosy.